Hello, hi, it's Liz here, and I'm back today with my nature journal. We quite often do this on a Tuesday, but it's Wednesday today. Yesterday I had a day off from filming because we were out and about at the shops. Hubby wanted to have a look-see for a new jacket, which he got, and a new shirt, and I got a new winter jumper. So we had a wee day off yesterday, it was nice. Yeah, so the last time we did the thistles, and I thought I had a little thistle charm, so I looked through my charms, no luck, but I found a little umbrella, a little umbrella in a little heart that says handmade with love, and I've just put it on with one of those bulb pins. So I thought the umbrella was quite appropriate for the cloud page, and I also found a couple of little daisy charms. Look at that. How cute are they on the daisy page? So I was glad I was looking for a thistle. I'll need to go to the little haberdashery shop and get replacement little charms. I must have used them all up because I had a little packet of them. Anyway, today I'm not going to do a specific subject. I'm going to go through the book, and there's places that I would like to do a little bit of just stamping today. Like behind here, that won't really get used for any specific subject or anything. It's already got butterflies, but maybe we don't want to leave this plain, so we'll do a little bit of stamping there. So there's areas in the book that could do with a little bit of extra stamping. Like, I'm not sure what I would put there, so I'm maybe going to do some stamping here. So I have looked out some wooden stamps. I've got these, all kind of florals to fit in with the nature journal. I've got this one, just a plain old hobbycraft one, nothing special. I've got this one, which is really pretty. This is penny black gossamer, so we'll maybe try that one. I've got this, which is Hero Arts. Is there a name? Newspaper tulips. I've had this a long time. It's one of the first stamps I bought, I think. And then I've got this Stampin' Up set. I think I got this in a charity shop long time ago, because I don't really buy Stampin' Up all that often. So I think I got it in a charity shop. But anyway, nice florals there. And I treated myself, and these just arrived last week. I got these from Newlybird on Etsy, and it's like, how do you describe it? Like folk art flowers, a little set. So there's kind of daisy type ones, kind of little fan type ones, and then these tiny wee cute things here. So I've not stamped them out yet to see what they're like, but I'm sure they will be perfect because I've already got the big, remember, wait till I just reach for it, dropping over. Remember my big hair that we used, which is Newlybird as well. I've got a set of hairs, and so that's the same company. Just put those stamps back there. Right, making a mess already. So we've got nice choices. I've got, let's just move the stamps there. I've also picked out my field notes because we might just add a wee word or two in between the florals. And I've got my trays of chalk inks and little ink pads, just so that we can get the tiny little bits. And I just thought that would be nice colours just to use the chalk inks. So I've got them, and I've got my basket of Ranger these Adirondack, which I think are a precursor to the other ones that are out just now that I can't remember the name of. I don't have any of the ones, the name that replaced these. So we might use these as well, because these are quite bolder colours than the chalk ink. The chalk inks don't work out for me. So we'll just move them to the side and just decide. So right away, I know I wanted to do behind these butterflies. So we'll just slide this out, because if we're stamping, we want it to be on a nice flat surface. And I'm just going to make sure that I know where my fold is. I don't want to go over to this page because we might want to do something to that page. Whereas here, I just want to take away the plainness from there. Okay, so let's think what we might want to do. Well, we just start off easy and use something that doesn't need coloured in. Maybe, so what's this called? Flower Shop. That seems appropriate. So more solid ones. So maybe we get 3 in there. We might just get 3 in there. Right, so just randomly going to pick a colour. I think I'm going to go with the Adirondack and maybe pick butterscotch and cranberry. Cranberry's handy. Where's my butterscotch? Oh, there it's there. That was quite easy. Although I'm not sure butterscotch is going to show up on that. Let's change the plan to a blue. Clover, what's clover like? Right, let's start with a cranberry. I just want something deep that's going to show up on the craft paper. It's got an alphabet on it, see? And the only thing about wooden stamps is you can't tell exactly where you're stamping, but that's perfect. Okay, I'm going to put the ones that I've used over there. Now, let's do so this is clover. Maybe nothing needs to be exact. It's all about just kind of taking away the blandness. I wonder if that one will fit in there. Don't think so. So let's do a word in there. Where did the words go? Maybe we will look at that. I've got ink on that already. Where did... Yeah, see that's... I wonder if we should do more underneath. That's what I'm going to do. do a little pattern. Maybe a little block of 4. Right, I put the cranberry on top of the green there. That would be a little bit too messy for me. So that's that one. Yeah. Okay, so that's going to go in there like that, but that's okay because it means that when we take out the card, we've got a nice pattern behind rather than some plain paper. So I'm thinking so this is Planner Essentials Elizabeth Craft Design CSD 394 Field Note Stamp and Die Set. You get a little die to cut out the wee guy there. I'm thinking maybe that one there. Just to kind of finish off that little space. Okay. Yeah. Right, I can put that one back in. If I can make room. Oh, there we go. So now when we take that out, we've got a nice little stamped pattern that shines through. So let's see if we can do much the same with somewhere else. Yes, we mentioned this. Let's do something with this little half of a bit. And we might do both sides. So we'll use the new ones. That might be quite nice to do one with the tiny one in the middle. Will we try that? Let's try that. Okay, I'm going to do something fancy and try and do 2 colours of ink on the stamp. Now, I just want to make myself a wee bit of room here. Right, that's better. So, we'll do the flowers. Now, not all of these are brilliant and great with ink. They are, let's try Spanish olive. I think that one works. I should really go through them and pink grapefruit, I think that works. I should really go through them and throw out the so the good thing about these little ones, they've got a little point, and you can just patiently maybe just grab the leaves. And then get inky fingers. And then we cross all our fingers and toes. Because if it doesn't stamp right, it won't be the stamp's fault, it'll be those ink's fault. Oh, that's quite pretty. Right, let's do the other one down here. Let's try a darker green. And maybe the purple. I can tell right away that this ink pad is juicier. That green, I should really pay attention to which ones are juicier. And the purple is definitely juicier than that pink was as well. Plus this is watercolour paper, so it's got a slight texture that the stamp might not like, but that is lovely. Look at that. That's so pretty. Right. And we'll put this little one in the middle. So that was the green that worked best. And when we do a kind of, here's persimmon, a kind of orangey colour. Let's try and get these leaves. It's tiny. A little baby one. Oh, I love them. What I was actually thinking about them was, let's leave that green out, was actually to try and stamp on fabric. I thought that might be quite nice. Let's just see if there's a little word. I'm not sure that there is a little word that would just, no. Unless we tried this figure 1, figure 2 and figure 3, but only inked up. Is there a dark pointy one? I don't think there is. Maybe the red. we just stamp up, ink up figure 1. In fact, let's do this and get a little bit of washi. Cover up figure 1 and figure 2. Okay, I've got the little bit of ink from the washi, but that's okay. I don't mind a smudge. I think it kind of adds character, do you not think? But I'm going to do figure 2 and figure 3 together. And then what I should have done the last time is take the washi off. Yes, that's good. Yeah, that's okay. Okay, something for in here. Actually, I think we'll do some words. I think we will do field notes and observations. And then we can do something here. Maybe do that one. Like I say, this is on textured watercolour card or mixed media card, if you like. And so it doesn't, oh, excuse me, it doesn't stamp so well. Oops, that's a first. Using the lid, that will get us someplace. Oh dear, pay attention. And we might just add a little bit of colour to that. Let's see, nice yellow, I think. Not solid, just kind of coming out from the centre there. And then I'll just a little bit of contrast to give it a wee bit of shadow. And then we'll get a nice brown for the middle. Where's the brown? That's not brown, that's beige. Where's the brown here? Okay, so that was my well-loved, well-used Zig Clean Colour Kuretake Real Brush markers. Okay. So this must have been in here because I've left it open at that page. Are we sure? Because I don't know that I would have put them together. think that's where that was. I'm going to put it there. Oh. Yeah. Okay, so where else? Suppose we could do there. There's another little bit. What's the other side of that? Oh, the butterflies. Right, okay. I have nowhere now to put the over there. So here, what have we not used? I think that's too big. I wonder. Oops. Let's try these. I'm just going to sit them back in the box because I'm running out of room. I think what you need when you do videos and you need to set things up with all the things that you want to use, you really need a second desk. Okay, we were doing here and here. Do these even fit on there? Yeah, just. I think what we'll do again is we'll do them black to add a little bit of colour rather than the chalk ink. And maybe just a little row of three the same, and we'll colour them in different colours. Okay, so let's pick. There's the yellowy orange again. There's a purple, and what have we got? A nice green. So again, just this is that what do you call it? Caddy paper, KHADI. Is there a paler purple? No, darker purple. Yeah, it's like watercolour paper, except it's kind of thin. I think it's Japanese. I bought a little pad of it. It wasn't cheap. Yeah. Where's that brown? Right. Yeah, super easy. Kind of sketchy looking. And I think we'll put some words here. And put these back. And yeah, and I observed. We'll have that. And this. Okay. And let's just add this little figure 1, figure 2, figure 3, just in that wee space there. And something here. I thought I had brought out quite a lot of stamps, but I do seem to be running out. I'm going to use this little tiny one and do maybe a wee cluster. I've got many flowery stamps that aren't wood mounted, but I thought for the purposes of this it might be quite nice just to do all the wood mounted ones, and it saves me putting them on and off the acrylic block, but I don't have a huge amount of wood mounted stamps. Well, these ones, well, that are flowers. So maybe what I should have done was got out some of the acrylic stamps there. That's quite sweet. Okay. Now, how was this? Was it like that? Yeah, I think it was like that with the butterflies. There are the butterflies. There. Yeah, that was it. So we've got that little bit there, which is an odd wee bit, and then this little bit, which is, oh, that's actually quite nice, just peeking through like that. Yeah. Okay, let's see what else. Oh. I just want to do little odd bits that aren't going to be maybe used for anything else. This bit maybe. And then that's that signature done. Yes, let's do this bit. Right, where was that? I closed it over there. I think it was there. I'm not sure. We'll put it back in there. Right, this bit here, and I think we'll use one of the bigger might be nice, but that'll be nice too. Let's go for this one. Okay. So the green stems, and let me try this. Pumpkin pie. I'm not sure if this is... This hasn't been used in a long time and I don't think that's working. Where's the other orangey coloured ones? I think this is the orangey one that we used before. So hubby's away out with Millie this morning to a new place that's just opened. Well, it's not new. They've decided it was a coffee place, Grain and Grind, and he has converted it all and has been working on it for a month or so into a diner. So it's now a kind of American style diner instead of a coffee shop that just does cakes and pastries. Oh, that's quite nice because it's quite muted to go with the other. Not that would be beside it, but on the other side. That's quite nice. So he's away there because this week they are doing a soft opening. This journal is going to be covered in these words. I'm wondering if there's other choices. Not really, because it's all about tickets and tags and things like that. No, we'll just need to stick with that one. I wonder if this big notes, because I know I've hardly used this. Yeah, that would fit in there. Yeah, so he's away there. They're doing a soft opening, which means there's the menu is, everything on the menu is half price. So that if it's not quite right, or if they're a bit slow because it's all just new, then I think the thing is you won't complain because you've got it half price. So he was looking at the menu and he's like, oh, there's waffles. He loves waffles. And I'm like, well, away you go and see what it's like and check it out. And so he's away this morning to get his half price waffles. There, that's not bad. Do we want something here? Or are we happy just to leave that? I wonder if we want a little bit of washi. See, we're straying away from the stamping now. Here's a wee half of a butterfly. If I could get it on straight. Oh, that's quite cool. This is a new one. I got a couple of new ones. This one. Oh yes, and this one says nature and things. That's why I bought that, that's right. This just arrived last week from A All and Create. I got a couple of new stamp sets in their sale. And this washi, I believe, was, I'm not sure about these beetles on it, but I like the bits in between. It was all really cheap. I think they're having a sale. I think these were just £1. I'm going to leave that nature one out. Right, I need to put this back in the tub because I don't have room to keep that out. Yeah, so that's fine. Let's get the book back. Okay, that goes in there. Yeah. See what I mean though about just filling in some blanks that you know aren't really going to be a part of any page. That's all going a bit squinty, a bit skew-iff. There we are. So that's that one done. Maybe let's do, how are we doing? Oh, 42 minutes, really? Oh, time flies. Maybe we'll do one more. I'm not sure that there's any odd bits. I don't want to do that because that's going to maybe be a pocket and have something there. See this little bit here. Is that? And then, so similar bits to the last one really, to the other signature. Just skinny bits of, I do love the owls. Just skinny bits of watercolour card that I must have decided to fold in a funny place. Right, so there was that and the caddy paper. I wanted to use this, but is that... Right, we'll do one more on this. Oh, that's got the thistles on the other side. Yes, that's going to fit there, and then we'll just do it black and then just add a little bit of colour like we've done with the pens. We'll give it a little steep. We can sort the bit that didn't stamp. What I should have done is put a little bundle of paper underneath or something, just to give it something soft to you know, to stamp on, then it would have been better. But it's okay. Right, there's a couple of leaves. And just a little hint at the stems. And then we'll just do little strokes of pink. Of course, if I was going to take my time and do it more of a wash style, I could get my water, my paintbrush. But I think this kind of sketchy style is a wee change from adding water to everything. Right. I'm going to add the brown to the middle. You know, now that it's coloured, I think we're all right actually. Now that it's coloured, you can't see the bits that we're missing. Yeah, that'll do. Right, we'll add a word up here. What about the little... We've got that. I've got From My Notebook, but it's a bit skinny. What about if we do From My Notebook, but we add some of this washi at the top? And again, let's do it straight. Nearly straight. Put that a little bit down there for a little bit of balance. And last bit of stamping. From My Notebook, and I said last bit of stamping, but I think I'm going to do this little figure 1, figure 2 business. Okay, let's just pile up that, get the book back. So how was that? That must have been like that. Yeah. What's on the other side of that caddy paper? I think actually we'll take that out and put it against the craft paper rather than have that like that. We'll find another spot for this. Maybe just down the next page. Yeah, it looks better against that. Still the other side to do, but I think that's enough for today. Maybe I'll just find a flowery there's lots of cling stamps, the acrylic stamps that will maybe do a wee change from these wooden ones. But I'm glad that I got to use my new Newly Burnt. Yeah, I was going to stamp them on fabric, but I don't know that my chalk inks are are inky enough for fabric. I might need to use the juicier Adirondack ones on fabric. That would be nice, wouldn't it, to stamp on fabric? Some linen or something. Well, we'll see for another day. Okay, that's me. So we did a few bits and bobs. We did that. What else did we do? Probably won't be able to find what we did. Oh yes, we did that with the new stamps, and then the other side, a nice wee tiny bit of page, and then there's them and that again, nice wee whatnot page. And this, I like that stamp. And then the one bit, I think, in this. That. So good. A few wee fillers. So it's getting quite chunky. Oh, somebody was asking about the elastic. So the elastic for the closure is just simply one bit with a knot tied. So it's just a loop straight through that middle bit with a knot, and then it's just two eyelets, and then the elastic goes through one. There's a knot somewhere. It's not in that one. It's in this one. So it's one piece of elastic just threaded straight through the two eyelets, down the other side, through the two eyelets, and then knotted together. So really simple. It's just one big piece through there, down, round, through there, and round again, and tied. Super simple. There we are. Yeah, heap of tidying up to do now. Don't even look over there. Okay, so thanks for joining me today. If you've enjoyed the video, a thumbs up would be great. And I'll see you next time. Bye for now.